and welcome to another episode of Shampoo VTA Plays VR. I got the gizmos working. Welcome to my superhero base, here high above Mall Land. Now, let's go see how our people are doing down below. Flying all the way down to the ground. There's my gizmo working, and fly through it. All right. All right. All right. Woo! I have created this.
You've created fire?
Fly, be free. Woo!
Great. Well, I got most of that tree down.
All right, all right. All right. Woo! I did that. Oh, that's awesome. Now let's have some fun. Woo! Wah! Woo!
So how much resources have you used up now? Oh yeah.
And landing at the Superhero Academy. At the Hall of Justice. All right.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you. I got the gizmos to finally work. It's great. Plus, I like this part where I built this sort of like super villain hangout here up like way above the ground, and then I could just drop off and I'm falling, but I have the ability to fly, so oh well. That's cool.
I saw some guy made a PvP. You jump off this ledge, and as you're dropping through the air, he's got weapons placed so you can try to grab.
You're supposed to grab it, and that sounds interesting.
PvP as you're falling.
I love that idea. I think that's great.
So then at the very end is a button that you have to push. You got to beat everyone else to the button. I guess if you kill someone, they start over again.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to set up games yet. I just figured out how to get these things going.
So if you get to the bottom, press the button, you win.
Okay, so what I figured out is that on the maker pen, there's in the tools, there's something called settings. You hit settings, you point at this thing, and then you add 5 to this or whatever, or 1 or whatever, and 5 or 1 to this. You can also do this one. And then you attach it to the spinning gizmo, and you can decide by how many numbers you put for each one of these A, B, or C, or whatever it is, how fast it's going. The trick is to get this line to attach to the object, because what I did was I went up through the circle and attached it up here, and you have to get the stupid thing to light up green, so it took me several tries to get each one of these hooked up. And then I had to save. But I got so good at it, I made that spinning pyramid. Yeah. And it's got a platform in the center that doesn't spin. This is the Hall of Justice. What shall we do about the evildoers? Isn't that cool?
That's great.
And then I was just...
Shield.
Yeah, it's like shield. And I put a few weapons.
It's a shield because it's rotating.
Oh, yes. See, that was my idea, too. You can't fire between it when it's moving like that. So, yeah, it creates sort of a rotating shield. And the interesting thing is if I didn't put that platform, it would still be okay. You know, so basically these things aren't, at least I figured out how to do this one. You know, you just, well, where's the maker pen? We can take a look at it. Where is that thing? That little jukebox thing. That soda machine. Whoop. Okay. Good. You didn't grab a ton of other things. Thank you for not doing that. I hate when it starts grabbing the sky and the ground and stars in the heavens and everything. Things that are thousands of miles away. Somehow I've grabbed it and pulled it out of the sky. I don't know what happened. Okay. Let's go down below to see where my rotating thing is. Okay, so here's my rotating thing. I attached it to one of the star points at the top. So it's actually just rotating one of those. It's not quite centered, right? So you go into this thing, and nobody ever holds the pens high enough because the camera blocks off half of what your goggles see. So always be aware. Don't hold the thing down here. Hold it way up above the halfway point so people can see what the hell you're doing. Otherwise, it comes out bad in the video. Okay, so like what you do is you go here to Tools and the Settings one right there in Tools, and then you point at the object and it'll give you the settings. So this is only spinning at 1, right? And you can freeze the tool, and you can also have it have a delay. And then gizmos, this is the rotating gizmo I used right there. And I guess there's a look at, which I don't know what it does. And I was trying to get the piston to work, and I just gave up. I'll figure it out. It was hard enough figuring this out today, so that took most of my morning, and I haven't had breakfast yet. Hey, hello, Kevin G. So that's how those gizmo things work, is look, the hooking it up isn't too bad, right? So this is the rotating one hooked up to, what's this one called? This one's called variable, right? And then you make the variable like 5 and 5 or something. Let's hold this up so you can see, because you can't see that way. Okay, so come on, see, it says G1. So that means that one is set at 1 and this one is set at 1. I could make it go faster by like putting it 20. You'd spin like a lunatic. And then you have to take your connectors from Tools, which is right here, connect red to red, green to green, but then you have to connect this to the object you want spinning. And you have to be careful the way you do it. If you do it on the edge at the bottom, it's going to spin the thing around like it's a lasso, like a lariat. Yeehaw! Yeah. Like this, not good. You want it to just spin like that. You have to take it, go up through the object and hook it to something like this corner. Then it's spinning that corner and the whole rest of it's attached. And then you can add things that won't spin. So that's what I worked. Hey. Hey. Hello, yeehaw. So yeah, this is how the chips work. At least this chip. So I figured out how to get the gizmo chip to work. And the same thing with these spinning circles. I had to go up through the center of the circle and attach it to the top. And the real pain in the butt is you got to wait until it lights up green. See where the black line is? I don't know if you can see that. So here's the gizmo, here's this thing, then it shoots up through the center of the donut and attaches to the top. And you have to get it to light up green to get it to attach. So it could take several tries before it finally connects itself. And when it does, it'll start spinning. So that's how, at least I figured out this gizmo. And one chip, so that's one down. I figured out what one thing does. And I've made a sort of a superhero flying school here. I think it's called the Flying Hero School. Whee! So I finally tackled all of these problems, except for the chips. I'm just starting to work on those. But I managed to get the ground flat. Whoop! And I managed to be able to walk on it. And I managed to put buildings on it without them being strange or disappearing. Or, I tried to use there's a thing where you can do this, point at objects and change the density that they are. Okay, so I tried that. And I made a whole street fly in the air somehow. I don't know what I did. So you go here, supposedly, and you go Settings and click it. Well, how come it's not showing me? That one. It's not reacting. Come on, wake up, little one. Wake up. Oh, almost. I saw it start to go green. Okay. So here is your settings. It says freeze tool. That means you can freeze it in place so other people can't move it. I don't know why they should be able to move it. Physics mode. Okay, so physics. Oh, thank you very much. So physics, I guess, is going to... Hello, are we doing physics or not? Well, I guess one of these allows you to make it the density of like lead or water or something like that. And I did that on a street, tried it on one of my roads I made, and I went, where'd it go? And I look up and it's just flipping and flying thousands of feet in the air, and I saw it just flip right off the air, a whole like highway I'd built, whoosh, over the clouds, and just fly off the edge of this, ground I made, and just keep going and disappear into nothingness. And I was like, what the hell just happened? So I don't know what I did, but when I was messing with that physics button on one of these streets I'd made, these highways, it just went poof, and flew about 1,000 feet. It was crazy. So here's underneath, showing how I constructed the sort of streets. They're a real pain to get level. I mean, a real pain. I did more cursing on that than I think anything I did in this whole thing, was trying to get like this big long road to be flat. Very hard. Donuts were pretty easy. When you use a paintbrush thing, just make a nice clean circle. Don't hesitate. Go for it, Hold the button down and shh. All right. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share. I got the gizmos working. At least one of them. And I kind of am starting to understand the principle of it.
I wonder if you can put them on a car.
Yeah, you can. Like I could make these wheels turn, but then where would they go? Right straight off the edge with no control or purpose or anything. I guess you could make like a car that bumps into walls and corrects itself, but I mean, no, that doesn't sound like fun to me. But it worked out great. I'm very happy with it. It was very hard, though. Once you start using the gizmo things, it really starts eating up resources. I had to remove houses and roads and trees and all kinds of stuff. Set a car going, yeah. I used up all my things in this room, man. See, look, I hardly got anything left now. Pretty much used it all. So anyway, I just wanted to share. Look what I did. I'm so proud. I think my favorite thing to do is come in here, turn on music, do this, and just start flying to Mr. Blue Sky or something like that. Because, I mean, come on. When do you get to do this? Here's my supervillain base. Oh, where are you?
You don't need to do that anymore.
Oh, you could just set it in place?
No, you take your hands up as though you're holding something, and then click the buttons, and your camera appears.
I saw that, but I tried it and nothing happened. Let's see. All right. Nothing. Is it okay? Nothing.
Oh, okay. It's supposed to be that way.
Nothing. Hello. Is it this? Is it that? Nope.
No, you're just supposed to put your hands up as though you're holding the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It worked once for me. But this thing appeared for the camera, too.
Hand jive. Hand jive. Well, I mean, I think they're still having glitches is what's going on. All right. There we go. Now you can see me. Hello. I am the evil Empress of Moreland. I dare you to come to my room. Come and fly up to my evil fortress and fight me. No, I'm kidding. No, I made a cool kind of superhero flying training room, so check it out. I think it's called, the heck is it called? Let's take a look. There's names for these things. This room. Oh, Flying Hero School. Stop the evil Empress. No. Anyway, give the gizmos a try. They're pretty fun. It took me a while to figure out how to do it, but I'm real pleased with myself now. So I'll let you go. See you later. Have a good day. I got to have some breakfast. I've been working hard all morning. Look what time it is. Holy cow. Adios. Oh, I should do it this way.